Welcome back to InfoPulse Hub. Today, we're diving deep into a story that combines mystery, science, and the unknown, the story of Ata, a tiny mummified skeleton discovered in the remote Atacama Desert of Chile. This 6-inch skeleton has sparked intense debate and countless theories since it was first found. Some believe it to be the remains of a human child with rare genetic disorders, while others argue it could be evidence of extraterrestrial life. Ata's discovery raised questions that challenged the boundaries of science and ignited the imaginations of people all around the world. What makes Ata so fascinating is not just its size, but its unique skeletal structure, features that don't quite match any known human or animal species. From the mysterious circumstances of its discovery to the controversial scientific studies that followed, Ata's story is one that continues to captivate the world. So, join us as we explore the strange tale of Ata, a story that stretches from the arid deserts of Chile to the cutting-edge laboratories of Stanford University. We'll dive into the details, the debates, and the questions that remain unanswered about this tiny enigma. It all began in 2003, in a small, abandoned mining town called La Noria in the vast Atacama Desert, one of the driest places on Earth. A local treasure hunter named Oscar Munoz was searching for artifacts, relics from the past that might tell a story or hold some value. As he sifted through the sand and debris, he stumbled upon a small leather pouch. What lay inside would soon become a worldwide sensation: a tiny mummified skeleton, no more than 6 inches long, wrapped in a piece of white cloth. From the moment it was found, this skeleton, which came to be known as Ata, defied explanation. Its size was one thing, but its features were what truly stood out. Ata had a skull that was elongated and conical, unlike any normal human skull. Her eye sockets were unusually large, and her ribs, only 10 pairs instead of the 12 found in a typical human, were all fused together. These were features that left everyone baffled. The local people believed it could be the remains of a fetus or a small child, but as pictures of Ata circulated online, theories began to emerge that were far more extraordinary. Some speculated that this was proof of alien life, a tiny extraterrestrial being somehow stranded or hidden on Earth. Others suggested that it was a previously unknown species of human or even a hoax. As the buzz grew, scientists took an interest, hoping to solve the mystery once and for all. In 2012, nearly a decade after Ata was first discovered, a group of scientists at Stanford University led by Dr. Gary Nolan, a renowned immunologist and geneticist, decided to investigate the mystery in detail. Dr. Nolan and his team conducted a series of sophisticated tests, including high-resolution X-rays, CAT scans, and most importantly, DNA sequencing to determine the origins of the tiny skeleton. The results of these tests were groundbreaking. First and foremost, they confirmed that Ata was, in fact, human. The DNA analysis revealed that she was a female with Chilean ancestry, closely related to the indigenous population of the Atacama region. This finding alone put to rest the wildest theories of extraterrestrial origins, but it raised new and even more perplexing questions. How could a human have such a small, yet seemingly mature skeleton? The DNA analysis didn't stop there. Dr. Nolan's team identified several mutations in Ata's genes. These mutations affected genes associated with bone growth, development, and aging. In simple terms, Ata might have suffered from a series of rare genetic disorders that caused her bones to develop abnormally, resulting in her tiny stature and unusual skeletal features. But even this didn't provide a complete answer. Why did Ata's bones appear to belong to a 6-year-old, despite her small size? The analysis suggested that Ata might have been a fetus or an infant who was stillborn or died shortly after birth. However, the unusual development of her bones indicated that she had a condition that accelerated her skeletal maturity, giving the impression of a much older age. Despite these findings, some aspects of Ata's anatomy, like her unusually elongated skull and fused ribs, remained unexplained by conventional science. The findings from Stanford were not the end of the story. In fact, they sparked even more debate and controversy. Many scientists and researchers were skeptical of the conclusions. While Dr. Nolan's team had ruled out the alien theory, others were not so easily convinced. They argued that the genetic mutations identified did not account for all of Otta's peculiarities. Some experts pointed out that while the mutations could explain some aspects of her skeleton, they did not fully explain the severe abnormalities, such as the shape of the skull or the number of ribs. This led to a split among researchers. Some believe Otta is simply an example of a human with multiple congenital disorders, while others think there might be more to the story. Could Otta be a new species, or a hybrid of some kind? Or is there an unknown factor, perhaps environmental or even extraterrestrial involved? Beyond the scientific debate, Otta's discovery also raised ethical questions. The indigenous communities in Chile, and many others, have argued that Otta's remains should be treated with respect as those of a human, possibly a child, and returned to their rightful resting place. They have voiced concerns over the exploitation of Otta's remains for scientific and media purposes. For them, Otta is not just a mystery to be solved but a symbol of their history, culture, and the need for respect and dignity. Meanwhile, popular culture continues to fuel the more fantastical theories. TV shows, documentaries, and websites often highlight the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement, even though mainstream science has dismissed it. This fascination with the unknown, the what-if, keeps the debate alive and the story of Otta in the public eye. So, what do we truly know about Otta? Despite extensive scientific investigation, the tiny skeleton from the Atacama Desert remains an enigma in many ways. While DNA analysis has established that Otta is human, and likely a girl with a range of rare genetic mutations, several questions still linger. Why does her skeleton appear so unique? Could there be factors that we have not yet understood or considered? Otta's story is a reminder of how much we still have to learn about the mysteries of the human body and our past. It shows us that science is a journey, not a destination. For every answer it provides, it often presents new questions. Otta's case is also a testament to how stories of mystery and the unknown can capture our imaginations, challenging us to think beyond the boundaries of what we know and understand. What do you think? Is Otta just a case of rare genetic disorders, or could there be more to this story than meets the eye? Is this tiny skeleton evidence of a new chapter in human history, or perhaps even proof of something more extraordinary? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into one of the world's most puzzling mysteries, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future explorations of the unknown. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious and keep exploring.